Hello and welcome to all our viewers in Nigeria and around the world to a news cycle on Global TV, coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. I am Uyi Agmofwegbe, reminding our viewers that Global Television is on DSTV channel 365 and Star Times channel 276. The All Progressives Congress APC had won 20 of the 23 local government areas in Saturday's local government elections in Rivers State. The State Independent Electoral Commission declared the results in Port Harcourt, the state capital. The candidates of the APC for the chairmanship and councillorship elections are believed to be loyalists of the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike. Minister of Transportation, Senator Ahmed Al-Khalif, has reassured Nigerians that there was no sabotage involved in last week's Abuja-Kaduna train derailment, emphasizing the continued safety of rail services across the nation. Al-Khali, alongside the Managing Director of Nigeria Railway Corporation, Kayode Okpefa, held a briefing in Abuja to address the incident. Okpefa also issued an unreserved apology to the Nigerian Union of Journalists regarding the alleged abusive treatment of Comrade Ladi Bala, the immediate past national chairperson of the Nigeria Association of Women Journalists in Award, who was covering the derailment scene. The Association of Resident Doctors in the Federal Capital Territory has called on the federal government to urgently address manpower shortages, poor working conditions, non-functional equipment, and unpaid allowances in the health sector. Speaking at the end of his third quarter meeting in Abuja, the association's president, Dr. George Ebong, warned that doctors are overstretched, with many departments left uncovered since the last major recruitment in 2011, while unpaid salaries and delayed promotions continue to sap morale. The doctors gave the FCT administration a one-week deadline to begin meaningful reforms, threatening a one-week warning strike if their concerns remain unmet, though officials assured those new appointments for both health workers will soon be issued. Nasarawa State Governor Abdullahi Sule has assured the Nigerian Army of the state government's continued partnership in sustaining peace and security across the region. The governor gave the assurance while receiving the new force commander of Operation Wellstroke, Major General Moses Gara, in Lafia, the state capital.
Nasarawa State Governor Abdullahi Sule received Major General Moses Gara, who officially assumed duty as Force Commander of Operation Wellstroke in the state. He says the military's renewed use of non-kinetic strategies will further boost ongoing efforts to curb insecurity, not only in Nasarawa but also in neighboring states.
We have a partner on us, and I commend you that since you came, you have been on top of it. And one area you have mentioned is about information, because as you said, security officials are completely blind without information. So that intelligence you can get from so many sources. And one of those sources is just within your own other security agencies. They are able to share a lot. And I have met several times with the CDS General Musa, and he has also mentioned that, that we must continue to approach things non-kinetic, because we cannot continue to see it purely as kinetic.
In response, Major General Moses Gara pledged to consolidate security operations across Nasarawa, Benue and Taraba State. He also spoke on the recent attack in Yelwata, Benue State, assuring that investigations are ongoing to avert similar incidents. Force Commander commended Governor Sule for his consistent support to security agencies, describing it as vital for sustaining peace and stability in the state.
We've had the Yelwata incident on June 13th and 14th, 2025, and it painted us in very bad light. But of course, there has been extensive investigations. We have drawn lessons from that, and we have put in place very active measures to ensure that we don't witness a repeat of such. In that regard, everywhere I found myself, I've always made the case to solicit the support of the good people of Nasarawa State. They have been, of course, very highly cooperative and that speaks to the very peaceful, relatively environment we have here in Nasarawa State.
The visit was rounded up with the commissioning of Sector 2 headquarters of Operation Willsrook in Lafia. Sadia Yakubu reporting for Global Television.
We appreciate you for your reporting, Sadia. In Nigeria, crimes and wrongdoing often go unreported. Many people prefer to keep quiet rather than speak up, but that silence has consequences. Our correspondent Mukhtar Kasim examines the cost of silence.
On the streets of Nigeria, people see and hear things every day, from petty theft and domestic violence to bribery and corruption. Yet, more often than not, they walk away. For many, silence is not a choice of indifference, but a shield against the dangers of speaking up.
Most especially the issue of these social media stuffs. People normally take things for granted, something that they need to be bothered about. They will use it in order to make promotion on it on social media. So people usually don't want their topic to be a topic to the whole world, so they prefer to hold it to themselves. And at times it's so depressing, and it makes someone to even commit suicide because there is nobody to explain to.
Fear of retaliation, mistrust in institutions, and a feeling that nothing will change are powerful reasons people keep quiet. But experts say this silence does more than protect individuals. It also protects wrongdoings.
Are you hearing me? Yes. So you have to tell them this is how it is. Whether they will crucify you, let them crucify you. Are you hearing me? Whether they want to carry you alone, let them carry you alone. Are you hearing me? So that is it. And that is the country we find ourselves. That's the country we find ourselves. Intimidation of all kinds. You don't have right to say anything.
The silence that feels safe today can create a louder, more dangerous problem tomorrow. Each unreported act builds a culture where crime becomes routine and justice becomes unreachable. Injustice does not only grow in darkness, it grows in silence. Breaking that silence may be the first step towards a safer, more accountable Nigeria. Mukhtar Kasim, reporting for Global Television News.
You see something, you say something. Colombian Vice President Francia Marquez has arrived in Abuja for a 3-day official visit, accompanied by her spouse and top cabinet officials. She was received at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport by senior Nigerian ministers, with her trip expected to deepen bilateral ties in governance, trade, agriculture, energy, education, and security. The visit will feature bilateral meetings, a Nigerian-Colombia Business Forum, and the signing of agreements on women's empowerment, manufacturing, aviation, agriculture, and culture. Every day, millions of Nigerian children roam the streets, hawking goods, begging for alms, or simply wandering without care. Behind each child is a story of lost opportunity, a story that threatens Nigeria's future. In this special report, our correspondent Mukhtar Kasim takes a closer look at this disturbing phenomenon.
From dawn till dusk, the streets of Nigerian cities tell a haunting story. Children, some barely old enough to spell their names, weave between traffic, selling water, fruit, or biscuit. Others sit on the sidewalk, their palms stretched out for help.
It's very unfortunate that some parents did not take care of their children, that they allow their children to running around. Me as a father, I cannot allow my children to running around because I have to feed them somewhere. Even while they are on holiday now, I have to feed them somewhere. If you train your children in a good way, when they grow up, they will not misbehave. But if you allow your children to be going up and down, before you know, they will find themselves in one situation or the other.
For these children, school is a distant dream. Instead, survival is their daily lesson. Poverty, broken homes, and weak social structures push them to the streets where danger lurks at every turn.
Poor
poor parenting. Poor parenting goes as far as parents not even knowing their duties. So don't even know why they gave birth to these children. Because others are giving birth. Because when you don't have a child in the society, they look at you as a failure, or you are a barren woman, or you are a father that cannot produce children. So people just produce children as if they are producing chickens.
Experts warn that this circle not only robs children of education, but also deepens Nigeria's social and economic crisis.
Because everybody knows that the way the situation is now in Nigeria, things is not going well. So every parent are just managing their life because of the economic of the country.
The Nigerian government has introduced policies aimed at universal education, yet implementation gaps remain. Advocacy groups insist that stronger enforcement and community involvement are crucial. UNICEF estimates that more than 10 million Nigerian children are out of school, the highest number in the world. Each child on the streets today is a stark reminder of promises unfulfilled, and unless urgent action is taken, the nation risks raising a generation trapped in poverty and neglect. Mukhtar Kasim, reporting for Global Television News.
The former Inspector General of Police, Solomon Arase, has reportedly passed away at a hospital in Abuja at the age of 69, although there hadn't been the cause of death. His son, Solomon Arase Jr., announced the passing of his father on behalf of the family. The former Inspector General of Police, appointed Nigeria's IGP in 2015 by former President Goodluck Jonathan, later chaired the Police Service Commission until his removal in 2024. Born on June 21, 1956, Arase enlisted in the Nigeria Police Force in 1981 after obtaining a bachelor's degree in political science from Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria. You're watching the live broadcast of News Cycle. When the rest of the news returns, federal government bars consultants call members from 2026 personnel payroll. Details coming shortly, plus foreign and sports stories for you on the other side of this break. Please do stay with us. Well, thank you so very much for staying with us here on News Cycle. The second part of this news broadcast now returns with business. The federal government has ordered all ministries, departments, and agencies to exclude consultants, corps members, and other permanent staff, non-permanent staff, I beg your pardon, from their personnel budget for 2026. In a circular signed by the Budget Office Director General Taminu Yakubu, officials are warned that only legitimate employees should appear on payrolls, and that any unauthorized payments would attract sanctions, with corps members' allowances now to be centrally captured under the National Youth Service Corps budget. The federal government has announced a double increase in passport application fees effective September 1, 2025. This marks the second major rise in just 1 year, a development that has drawn different opinions. Our correspondent brings you details and reactions.
The Nigerian Immigration Service says starting September the 1st, 2025, passport prices for citizens will increase. With this announcement, a 32-page passport with a 5-year validity will now cost 100,000 naira, while a 64-page passport with a 10-year validity will rise to 200,000 naira. Prior to this increase, the fees were already elevated in September 2024 from 35,000 naira to 50,000 naira for the 32-page version, and from 70,000 naira to 100,000 naira for the 64-page version. The Nigerian Immigration Service says the hike is meant to uphold the quality and integrity of Nigerian passports while ensuring efficient service delivery and covering rising production costs, especially for applicants within Nigeria. Fees for Nigerians abroad remain unchanged, at $150 for the 32-page and $230 for the 64-page passport.
No, it's no good. Support to go down.
I think that's a bit excessive because people are already finding it hard to pay for the passport when it was 50,000, and now they're basically doubling the price. So if somebody wants to travel for healthcare now, an emergency, and they're looking for a passport or they want to renew their passport, how can they afford that? It's basically just defeating the whole purpose of every Nigerian trying to get a passport.
I was about renewing, and I just got a shocker that the price has been increased again. So irrespective of, well, I feel for mobility's sake, a lot of people should strive to get their passports for mobility's sake, and it's not when the need arises to travel, then you now already want to go and get. I think a lot of Nigerians should get their passport for mobility's sake, but I feel the pricing increase is coming at the very wrong time.
While the Nigerian government frames the hike as a necessary step to enhance passport durability, security features, and processing times, critics argue that it disproportionately affects Nigerians facing economic hardship. Many say it risks reducing access to a basic travel document for the working class. Ubong Osoro, reporting for Global TV News.
In the meantime, Socio-Economic Crisis and Accountability Project (SERAP) has criticized the federal government's recent increase in passport fees, describing the decision as arbitrary, unlawful, and discriminatory against poor Nigerians. In a statement, Deputy Director Kolawole Oluwadare said the hike would effectively deny millions of vulnerable citizens access to passports, thereby restricting their constitutional rights and freedoms guaranteed under international treaties. On the foreign scene, Russian President Vladimir Putin and Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi are among 20 world leaders attending the Shanghai Cooperation Organization Summit in Tianjin, China. The gathering, being the largest since the bloc's creation in 2001, comes amid rising tensions with the United States over trade disputes and India's continued purchase of Russian oil. Yemen's Houthi movement has confirmed the death of its self-proclaimed Prime Minister Ahmed Ghaleb Nasir al-Rahawi in an Israeli airstrike on Sana'a earlier this week. Several other senior officials were also killed, with reports naming the group's foreign, justice, youth, social affairs and labor ministers among the casualties, while the deputy prime minister has been appointed to act in Rahawi's place. Let's change to sports for you. Team Nigeria is celebrating a podium finish at the Lagos International Badminton Classics after Zainab Alabi and Sofiat Obanishola secured bronze in the women's doubles event. The pair thrilled home fans with a tense quarter-final win over compatriots and second seeds before bowing out in the semi-finals, ensuring a third-place finish as Indonesia, India and Russia dominated other titles. With an improved prize pool of $17,500 and strong international participation, Badminton Federation of Nigeria President Francis Obi hailed the championship as a success, promising an even bigger edition in 2026. Liverpool and Arsenal lock hands at Anfield tonight in what is already being billed as an early title showdown between the reigning champions and last season's runners-up. The Reds have started brightly under new manager Arne Slot, scoring freely but showing defensive lapses, while Mikel Arteta's Arsenal remain unbeaten with a watertight backline, yet face a major test without injured stars Bukayo Saka, Kai Havertz and possibly Captain Martin Odegaard, with Eberechi Eze set for a potential debut and both sides boasting high stakes. The contest promises end-to-end drama, though history reminds Arsenal have not won at Anfield since 2012. Aerobics, the high-energy exercise routine that combines rhythm, movements, and endurance, is fast becoming one of the most popular ways to stay fit, reduce stress, and improve overall health. From community fitness centers to open-air parks, more people are discovering how this simple yet effective activity is transforming lives. Court correspondent Samuel Odi now reports.
Experts emphasize that aerobic exercises do not only help in weight management but also improve cardiovascular health, boost energy level, and strengthen the muscles. Unlike many fitness programs, aerobic is flexible. It can be done individually or in groups, making it suitable for all age brackets.
You jack your heart rate monitor up, and then aerobics works every part of your body, unlike strength workout and the other workout programs. Aerobics deal every part of your body. Most especially people that are finding it difficult to sleep. When you're feeling weak, you wake up, you are not feeling too strong, you're not getting yourself. If you do this and it doesn't take much, you can do it with or without music.
Across cities, instructors are introducing innovative routines, blending dance, music, and stretching to keep participants motivated. Medical professionals also highlight the mental benefits, noting that regular aerobic activities reduces anxiety, sharpens focus, and enhances the mood.
It's what works for me. It's what works for my body because I've seen how amazing it is. I'm a mom of one, and before and after birth, I saw what it did to me, so there's no need stopping. So health-wise, I think it's good. This might not work for you. It might be taking a walk or something, but just do something that, makes you active every day.
With rising awareness about healthy living, aerobics is proving to be more than just a workout. It is a lifestyle which brings communities together through movement and rhythm. Samuel Odi for Global Television News.
Sports correspondent Samuel Odi, thank you for your reporting. And that's a full cycle here on the news. A quick reminder that Global Television is on DSTV channel 365 and Star Times channel 276. As always, we encourage you to follow, subscribe, and engage with us across social media platforms using the handle @GlobalTVNG as well as other handles now showing on your screen. I am Uyi Agmofwewe, thanking you for watching, and I'll see you on News Prime.